Like we have players now. We have players. Like you can't say our squad is
Oh,
weak anymore.
Linka said right. You have a super
No,
team.
stop
Said
it.
right.
Stop it.
Said
Stop
right.
it. Why are we spending
Said
10
right.
minutes on my team? Let's talk about
You-
Arsenal. Let's talk about
You
Arsenal.
have
Yo, what's up? What's good? Welcome back to the Footie Boys ZA. We are back in the building. There's a whole lot to discuss. And hey, by the way, my name is Cranker. I support the best team in the world. And I have fellow crewmates who are here with me. Linka, what's good, bro? How you doing?
XC. I'm good. How are the boys doing?
I know we are surviving. Sianda, how are you doing?
What's up, gents? No, I support the greatest and the biggest club in the world.
Don't.
Wait, this is the one who was avoiding recording earlier because they were holding the whole table up. His team was holding the whole table up.
Listen. Let us not pull out stats, because if we pull out stats, we all know who's on top. And I know Linka, he's gonna want to chime in on this one, but I'm already gonna put it out there. Minus the community shields, we all know who's on top. But anyway, before we get into it, gents, it's been quite the season so far. We're about 5-6 games in the Premier League, and I want to hear some of your thoughts. My question is, are you happy? Are you happy with what you've seen so far? And maybe let's kick things off with the United. Since you guys managed to get CR7 himself, are you happy, Linga? Are you happy?
Listen, I'm gonna say this first, ne? So I'm a Messi stan. You guys know that. I'm sure the footy heads also know that. And I won't lie. Listen, when this guy does this for your team, it feels different. It feels different. Why did no one tell me that this is how it feels?
Are you converted? Is that what's happening?
No. That's not what I'm saying. So let's not bring Messi in this. I'm just saying that it feels nice when this guy does this to the rival fans and says, listen, this is me, man. Huh? This is how it feels, Kanti.
I'm the tapping merchant.
That's fine. Listen, we're not winning some of those games without his tapping merchantry. And so I guess there was one game that we needed him to do that, where we wouldn't have won if he didn't do that. The other game we were winning quite comfortably, but I mean, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Obviously the draw against Southampton was obviously disappointing just in the way we played on the day, but man, we could have been on 15, but you know what? It's fine. We are where we are right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna promise anything big. I know Sianda wants me to say something, and I've been telling him I can't say that.
Say it. Don't be shy. Say it.
I'm not shy, I'm realistic. Did you just see? So listen to the footy heads. We're recording this at 11:15. This is 11:15, and United just lost to West Ham in the Carabao Cup. So now you guys can't expect me to say funny things when I just watched my team fumble not an easy win. I guess it's West Ham, and it's David Moyes who has a vendetta against us. But we just lost, man. We lost to young boys last week. Those are not helpful things.
So what does this mean in terms of Ole and his management? Because it seems like you guys have the right material in terms of players. You guys have got the right players in pretty much every department. Now, do you back Ole to use those materials properly?
Listen, this problem that we have at United is twofold. I'm just gonna be real. It's twofold. Ole has his issues. Ole has his issues. There are some tactical things that, like when he's supposed to just pull off like what seems to be an easy thing, like a substitution, make the right substitution or make the right call, or prepare your team tactically for this. There are some ways in which you can see this is clearly him. But then I've always been a person who's able to point fingers on both sides and say, as a player who earns as much as you earn at Man United and who's a professional, you can't walk onto the field and do some of the things those guys do. Like, yes, we lost to young boys, and a lot of it came down to tactics because the team just didn't know how to respond to a red card, especially that early in the game. Yeah, that's fine. Ole made some changes, but you can't tell me now, I wanted certain players on and certain players not taken off, like Ronaldo and Bruno. But you can't now tell me that Lingard, who's being put on, I can't put that on Ole. What Lingard did, I can't put on Ole. And so I feel like this problem is twofold. Sharp, Ole has his issues. Will Ole be able to take us all the way? I don't know. Am I Ole out? No, I'm not, But am I Ole all the way in? So it's a difficult, it's a bit of a dilemma because I can see Ole. Okay, Ole, there's only so much he can try on his side and do, but then I still believe that he's not the one who steps onto the field. And so sometimes it's like, if the players are the ones letting him down, then what am I going to do?
That's a good point. But don't you think Ole is in too deep now? I mean, how many seasons has he been manager and they're building this magnificent squad around him? I mean, surely he's a guy to take you guys to the future. It feels like it's a little bit too late to change managers now.
No, what do you mean? So Ole, I feel like has helped us transition from a team, for one, if you look at it in one way, players were not trying to sign for us anymore. Like if you think about it, like high caliber players were not trying to sign for United anymore. And for some reason, we just got like 3 high caliber players in one window. We still have Pogba, we still have Bruno, like we have some youngsters in Rashford and Greenwood. Like we have players now. We have players. Like you can't say our squad is.
Oh, Linka said right. You have a super team.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
Said
Stop
right.
it. Why are we spending 10 minutes on my team? Let's talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal.
Okay, bring it.
Let's talk about Arsenal.
Wait, Sienna, what position are Arsenal even on the log? Because I know it's a relegation battle now ever since Wenger left. What position are you boys in? Shame.
See
now. That's where they are. That explains it.
That's where they are. No way to be found. Okay, Linka, I have one more question just based on United.
Yeah.
So, Jadon Sancho, what's your rating of him? Quickly, in a minute, Jadon Sancho, are you happy?
So, yeah, I think, I've heard a lot of people talk about Sancho. Obviously, he hasn't been getting enough time. I don't know if it's like an adjustment that he needs to make right now. But it's tough. Like it's been tough for him to show what he's capable of doing. But I think I do see glimpses, and I am hopeful. I'm just hoping that everything clicks together soon. So if I were to give him a rating out of 10, I'd probably say I'd give him a 5 for now because I understand.
A 5 feels generous. A 5 feels generous. No, right now.
For the time he's gotten on the field, I think a 5 is fair.
I'd give him a 5. He at least managed to contribute a goal assist in the number of games he's gotten. But hey,
how many minutes has he played? I don't think he's played, besides the cups, I don't think he's played a full game.
That's true.
Yeah, so give him something.
He's played, I think, 5 games now. He's played 5 games. 5 or 4 games. And so
but
you'd expect for him to have given something right now. For a player who was 100M, and I think
he wasn't 100M. He wasn't 100M.
Okay. plus minus.
No,
minus,
he wasn't plus minus 100. Stop it.
All I'm saying is for a player who had, I think, over 27 goals and assists last season, you know, you would have expected that he would have hit the ground running.
No,
but then again,
you expected that. Don't bring it on us. Don't bring it on us.
Hey, the price tag speaks volumes. But anyway, Sianda, we before we got rudely interrupted, we wanted to know: are you happy with the Gunners? Are you happy? Are you happy?
Yeah. We'll have you Arsenal. Oh yeah, I'm just playing. Let me not get into that. It's
now say that, think that without crying inside.
Yeah, say it without crying.
My heart is overflowing with joy because some people, you know, the problem is when you're building a masterpiece or painting a masterpiece, sometimes people fail to see the masterpiece in the early stages.
You know what, Sianda, you owe us footnotes. That's what you owe us. You owe us footnotes because we want to hear you say that after you get battered by Brentford at home. That's what we want to hear from you. That you're painting a masterpiece.
I'll send you guys a video. I told you I was calm and objective spitting facts. That, you know what, it's not the end of the world. It's the first game. The team is not together. There's injuries. I mean, I was upset obviously about why we're not ready in the first game of the season. Why is everybody not fit? You know, we had all preseason and all that stuff. That's fair. But in terms of what Arteta's trying to do on the field, the players that we're building, because I think you brought up a good point that I think we were in a transition point where we were trying to buy these already established, you know, superstars and whatnot to try to use them after post-Wenger at least. But I think the right direction is to try to get a good young core of players, a centre-back, a midfielder who's just going to be the core of the team and build around that, around these young stars that are coming through. And that's what's happening. Obviously, these guys are still immature and not there yet. I mean, I can't expect, you know, Saka to be banging goals week in, week out. Or I don't even think he should be playing week in, week out at this age. I think he's when do your bones completely develop? I think like 21. He's not 21 yet. I think he must let the bones.
Excuses for Saka. We have the likes of Pedri,
These are scientific facts.
Pedri who's 18, 19, and man, he plays all year round without even resting. So please don't make excuses for Saka. Don't make excuses for Saka.
I'm trying. Don't compare playing. You see, let me give you a
younger than Saka.
Thomas Partey had 0 injuries at Atletico Madrid this whole time. But because of the physicality and the intensity of the Premier League, all of a sudden he's riddled with injuries. So, of course, when you're playing in Spain, you can play how long ever you want and as long as you want and as young as you want to be. It's different. Come on, guys. We're talking about Premier League. Which youngster is playing that constantly in the Premier League? Unless you...
Mason Greenwood.
Nah, he's not a regular starter.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Last season.
I can even tell you.
Let me pull up the stats. Hold on.
Pull it out.
Nah, he didn't start.
Pull them out.
Listen, Harvey Elliott, who's 17, 18 years old, he was starting before he got injured. He had started every Premier League game.
And he got injured. Here we go. There we go. He got injured because he was starting.
How he got injured? Do you know how he got injured?
Wait, you guys are digressing. Let me tell you about the good news that is
You like this we are digressing thing. Okay, go on.
So I think you guys we're going to sneak in the late in the season to come and challenge you for the top 6. Watch. Yeah, book it.
No.
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean? You think it's already established? You think the table is pretty much is already much in its form, in its final form? There's still going to be a lot of changes here. You know, there's guys who are fast starters, especially these small clubs at the top, like Liverpool and stuff like that. You know.
But Zienda, you know what the standard has been over the past 3 seasons. If you don't start strong, you're likely to not win.
Past season.
Sienda, Mason Greenwood last season played 31 Premier League games.
Starting.
I don't know how many he started. He played 31 though.
Look there. Go to stats. Are you on the Fantasy Premier League side to check that? I was looking at that one.
No, I'm on the
Listen, Sienda, all I'm saying is that Sianda, don't make excuses for your youngsters. Don't make excuses for your youngsters. That's the material that you have. And if you're playing in the Prem, you need to be at that standard.
Look, anyway, enough about Arsenal. What about you at Liverpool and your old dogs there? Old dogs there.
You may call my boys old dogs.
22
but
games. 22 games.
22 games started.
Out of 38, yes.
Okay. So Sianda, you see, teenagers can't play week in, week out in the Prem.
How old Mason Greenwood? He's not a teenager.
He is. He is.
Isn't he 20?
He is. He's a teenager. He's 19.
Nah, he's not a teenager.
He's 19, dude. He's turning 20 on the 1st of October.
That is not a teenager. You know that the year that you're turning is that how old you are. So he's 20 this year.
Stop it.
So, Temba, what about you're busy interrogating me about my team? What about your old boys there, your old dogs, your old dogs?
Listen. You may call my boys old, but I see them as at their prime. Very mature, very experienced. And so if anything, we have them at their peak, at their best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in modern football, being in your late 20s isn't old. Ronaldo is showing us, Messi is showing us that.
That's extra. Come on, you can't use that as a standard.
You can keep on playing in your late 30s. But anyway, am I happy
far? Those guys think they think they are shoes mushwe.
Listen. We have to give credit where it's due, and they're stretching their careers as long as possible. But yeah, in terms of Liverpool, am I happy so far? Definitely. Like the worst performance that I've seen from my team was in the EFL Cup this whole season. That was the worst performance that I've seen from Liverpool, and that says a lot. And I mean, credit to the fact that we have Van Dijk back in the team. We look like a very, very different beast compared to last season. Everyone is confident. Mo Salah is celebrating goals again, showing us a six-pack once again. Sadio Mane,
that man must wax. He earns a lot of money. He must wax, clean up his chest there. Come on.
Get out of here. And I must say, it's been good to see the opportunities that Klopp has been giving to the youngsters. Because even though we offloaded some key older players, he's giving the kids an opportunity. And so Harvey Elliott was probably one of my standout kids who pretty much, was benching the likes of Thiago and Henderson to start alongside Fabinho and Keita. And so for me, I was skeptical. I was skeptical in the beginning, but Klopp somehow, man, those hugs, they're doing the things. And the kids are all right. So far, am I happy? Yes. Do I think we can go all the way? I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% convinced yet. I still feel like we haven't played enough top 6 teams. I think Chelsea's the only top 6 team that we played. And even when you played against AC Milan in the Champions League, where the quality was a bit better, I started to see a bit of the areas we were lacking. So I'm confident and I'm happy so far, but only after we play more top 6 teams will I feel like, okay, maybe we can go all the way or not. Yeah.
I've got a question for you boys at the top there, since, you guys are there. So Kanka brings up a good point, since, the points are quite tight there at the top. How do you guys feel like, what chance do you think your team really has at the title? Just in the context of
this is the question I said I don't want to answer.
It's out now. It's out now.
Listen,
it's out now.
So I'll answer the question. So I am confident that Liverpool will finish in the top 3. I'm confident about that. The only team that has me worried is Chelsea. That's the only team that has me worried. Outside of that, I don't see any other competition. If Man City keeps on playing without a striker, I know for a fact that they're going to finish below us. I know that for a fact.
But so, you guys won without playing a striker. So how come you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt?
Please respect Roberto Firmino. Please respect Roberto Firmino.
Oh my word, this guy
is one of the most quality strikers out there. Please respect my player. How dare you?
He's not better than Jesus. And Jesus is
the box to box defensive striker.
Linka, what about you? You favor yourself for a top 3 finish, since you don't want to say the champion?
Top 4 finish. Top
four. So you basically number 4.
Because I'm looking at the log. I'm looking at the log and I'm seeing City. I mean, like I said, Manchester's red, so we will win the derbies. But if we're struggling against Southampton, I guess Southampton did them as well. So we're tied at this point because they drew against us and they drew against them. So, but if we draw, I know us, we're gonna draw against Watford. We're gonna lose one of those games to Burnley. We'll lose a game to Burnley. So you see things like that. City don't struggle with teams like that. City struggle with both Chelsea and both United and not Arsenal. They don't struggle with Arsenal. They struggle with
Arsenal is everyone's deliberate. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Because just as you say that you haven't played many of the top 6, we've played 2 of them already. Unprepared. Anyway, who do you say the biggest threat to your guys' title run?
We know we don't have a title run. What are you saying?
Just say it, nigga. Don't fight it. But gentlemen,
we don't have a title run. Who are the favorites? I think Chelsea are the favorites, and then Man City second, not Liverpool, because I still do feel like Liverpool will struggle. They won't struggle as much as they did last season, but they'll get into situations. But I know City's gonna get out of this rut, and yeah, Chelsea's looking. Oof.
Yeah. They're definitely.
They're going to crash and burn hard.
Who?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Actually, it's Derby Boy on Sunday, boy.
No, those are small boys.
No
matter how badly we do, they know they play. Let's not talk about small clubs here. We're talking big clubs here. Even though we're at the bottom, big boy business.
All right, gentlemen. I think it's time that we wrap up the video. But before we close, based on your "Are you happy?" response, can I just get a rating out of 10 so far from your team? So, Lenka, out of 10, what would you give United?
Overall of the Premier League.
Overall.
5.
Sianda, what would you give the Arsenal, the goodness so far?
68.5%. So 6.5.
That's very generous.
Obviously, 68.5 is not 65%. 6.5.
I'm rounding down.
Greg, how would you give Liverpool?
Very generous. I would give Liverpool a 6.5. 6.5.
You guys are. Hey, okay. I didn't expect those ratings, but anyway.
You 6.5 so far. We still have more than 10. We still have more than 10.
China, I've lost 2 games. I'm out. I feel like Champions League. Like I think we might be back to Europa, and then we're already out of the Carabao. That's not favorable.
Who else?
That's a good point.
Huh?
Champions League. Who's in your Champions League group?
Villarreal and Atalanta.
Come on, man. There's no way you're going to Europa with those cheetahs. No way.
That's what they said last season, and look where they ended up. But on that note, gentlemen, I think we should wrap it up. and call it. This was a good catch up, getting to hear everyone is happy so far. It's very evident that there's still a lot of question marks on each of our teams. There's some solid talking points, but also we're going to see how things unfold. For Liverpool, we still have everything to play for. Arsenal, well, we know they're going to be fighting somewhere in the mid-table. And as for United, they're going to be hoping that they make it out of the Europa League and hopefully clinch it this season. But from me and the rest of the boys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all those good things. And we are out. Peace.